GMB, GMB, GMB.
Where the real niggas at?
GMB, GMB.
Light one for a real nigga.
One thing
Smoke
that I
one
find
for a
unique
real
about you
nigga.
guys is that you're
Let's
a
talk
duo.
about real niggas.
Usually you
talking
see
about
an individual person.
Light one for a real nigga.
Is there particular roles that you guys play when crafting a beat?
We both individually bring something different to the table. We don't necessarily have a role. It's just kind of a feeling. We might not even necessarily make beats at the same time, but when we do collab, it's more of a feeling. Like if I hear something, I come in on a beat that he's already making, and I hear something, I'll add my 2 cents or vice versa. But yeah, there's nothing that we particularly bring to the table. But if you want to say that, I like more of doing instrumentation. He's more heavy drums, bass lines, and stuff like that. Coming with that.
So when you get ready to start building on a beat, like what inspires you? What's the first? Is it something? Anything.
Anything. It can be a sound. It can be.
You can shut the door funny. Let's go.
Right.
And has it always like?
Yeah, we kind of, when we make beats, we don't have a goal in mind unless somebody tells us specifically to make something for them. But when we make beats, we just do us. We just go off of how we feel or what type of mood we're in at the moment. There's necessarily no
Structure.
Structure to it. It's just, it might start with some drums, it might start with some keys, it might start with, like you said, a crazy sound or something.
Might start with a sound and end up not even being in the beat.
We just freestyle. It's not like
take
when
sound
we're
out
gonna make trap
now,
beats today, or we're gonna make R&B beats, or we're gonna do this, and we just go in there, we just start vibing. Whatever comes out, and it works for us. So that's why we keep that structure going per se.
So there's sometimes when artists will come to you guys and request a beat, and then there's times when you guys, like you say, just come together, make a beat based on how y'all feel.
Right.
What's the what feels the best for y'all? When y'all just able to just freely do your thing,
Yeah.
or when somebody requests it, is it like you feel more pressure, so you want to really produce when somebody is requesting something, or is it you just want that freedom to
like
be able to create?
Really do your thing. Because there's no structure to it. There's no. Oh, you got to stay between these guidelines to execute. It's just whatever you feel when you're doing it yourself. That's what it is.
Sometimes I do like it when the artists come in and tell you what type of track to make or whatever. But for the most part,
depends on the artist because
they don't really know how to explain
They
it
don't
all
know
the
how to
time.
explain what they want.
So that's why we just rather just do us. Tell us what idea you have, and we just gonna take it from there and go from there.
If they can explain what they want fast, I just need a single.
That's what they all say.
We all need a single.
Want something for the club.
Yeah, something
the
for the
club
club.
can be anything.
Something throw. Alright.
So, I mean, even in our conversation, y'all write on track with each other. How long have you guys known each other?
It's 2017. It's like 2000 or something.
2001.
How did y'all meet?
School.
So y'all met in school. So, and was music always like the thread for y'all, or was it on some whole?
That's how we
stuff?
met. We linked up. He had a record company. Him and his partners already had a record company.
The high school.
Thing.
Come on now.
But they had a group
Come
already.
on now.
You know,
Everybody
they had a
had
group, and I just jumped down with them because I was rapping at the time and I called myself rapping, and we lived in the same neighborhood, so it was like that easy to link up. And then once we linked up, we just realized that rapping wasn't our thing. And got this right here. This was our first piece of equipment ever. This is what started everything. We got that, and it's a Korg Triton, by the way. But yeah, we realized rapping wasn't our thing. We just started mixing with beats, and that started from there, high school. So yeah, like 2000, 2001.
So music is always y'all even
Our families known
individually.
each other though. It's crazy. The first time he had the studio set up in his crib, and at the time, of course, I knew who his sister was. Destiny Child was big or whatever, but I wouldn't know no singing, so we was on rapping. We was rapping, so they had their little clip thing going or whatever. So I joined with them, and his studio setup was at his house. And I went. The first time I went, his mom walked in and saw me. She's like, "Boy, what's your name?" And I told her, and she was like, what's your mama name? And I told her, and she was like, boy, come here. I used to babysit your mama. But I was born in Houston, and then I have a traditional family. My whole family was raised by my great-granny before she passed, and that's in Louisiana. And she raised, like, every generation of my entire family up until our generation, like my kids. And I don't have kids, but, like, my brothers and sisters' kids or whatever. But she raised us. So I was raised in Louisiana. I was born here, raised in Louisiana, came back middle school and met him in high school. But his mom used to babysit my mom. That's how small world. So she was like, yeah, y'all used to play around with each other when y'all was little babies. Then you moved.
We knew nothing about that.
Yeah, I mean, you're college. You don't know that.
Wow. See how things come in full circle. So for you, like you said, look, I don't know if it's the elephant in the room or whatever, but which way look it is, your sister.
Mm-hmm.
So we know like music is in your DNA, but at what point did you decide that that's really what you want to do? Because I mean, it could have been like, you know, this extreme pressure and anxiety, like your sister is the star and you want to do anything but that. But I see like you guys are really close and music is really a big deal.
I mean, nah, don't get me wrong. We didn't come from a family where I'm in there playing the piano and she's around there doing runs and singing. It was more of a, you know, that's what she was doing. That's kind of what I was around. I was at her practices. They went to the studio. Sometimes I was at the studio, just kind of, you know, picking up, just naturally though, not sitting there saying that I wanted to have anything to do with it. And it just carried on. I always been a drummer, so, you know, but that was, you know, beating around the house, doing beats, beating on the table at lunchtime, people freestyling. But at that time, you're not thinking much of it. But I never really let that affect me because, you know, she's an R&B singer. We were more in the hip-hop genre and production. So, you know, we work together, but it's not like we're, you know, doing everything that she puts out because, like I said, we never really, you know, been like that. But we respect each other's opinion when it comes to music. When we're around each other, we don't even really talk about music like that. We talk about everything but it, you know. So, yeah, I never let that even, any umbrellas or anything that, you know, that's my sister. I love her to death. But I don't see it as a she's this and I shouldn't be in this lane. Or, you know, we all in this. It's music.
Yeah.
Just our love for music.
So going back to you guys' grassroots and going back to high school and y'all trying to do y'all rap thing, what were some of the artists that inspired you guys? Some of the music that you can think back to y'all bumping or putting together on a mixtape and.
We never really got that far as putting together a mixtape.
That was the burning the mixtape
we
time.
had a little thing going, but we never really released nothing.
Playlist, yeah.
That's when we realized, like, maybe this ain't for us, because we've been rapping all this time. We can only recall, like, maybe 2 songs out of all this time we've been calling ourselves rapping. But music we was jamming back then, man, everything. We were more so fans of the producers that were producing the music back then. So whatever the Neptunes was producing, or Dr. Dre, or Drummer Boy, or Jazzy Faye, or somebody like that, we were listening to that, whoever it was. Whether it's 50 Cent to Cameron and the Dipset and whoever, we just followed the producers.
Back then, when we was in high school, it was like you wanted to be in the music game. It's like they made it so cool.
Cool, yeah.
It was the coolest thing to do, and if you can get your hands on it, get your hands on it. We had our hands on it, so it's not. And then high school, not making it sound like we're just old or nothing, but it was different. You know, you got a lot more music in high school than when we was in the days. Like when we were in high school, we were the producers. It wasn't really a guy in another class that made beats. You know, nowadays they bring their laptop to school.
It's probably about, and I guarantee in the senior class of probably 500 people, 100 of them make beats.
Make beats or rap or
or
something. You know, when we was in it, it was us doing it. So it was a lot different back then. But I'm glad we got in the game back then. You know, even respect how it is now.
I mean, what's one thing you learned later on in the game that you wish you might have known back then?
Definitely traveling. Getting more into
the business
side of things, and then I'm gonna even say the musical side of things. Learning more instruments. You can never really know too much. Now sometimes that can affect your music. You know, when you know too much, you try to put all that in one track. You know, one thing that kept us going for a long time is we just did us. It didn't matter how musical it was, how musical it wasn't. It was, you know, as long as it sounds good. So I would say, but also, yeah, learning more instruments. Definitely, like you say, the business side also, traveling more. But a lot of times we love doing what we doing for our city too. So we love having this as our home and being able to go out.
And I also wanted to know if there was any kind of, 'cause like you say, traveling, opening up to more, you know, handling business and stuff more. Are there any other like venues or avenues you guys are thinking about going down outside of music? Anything?
Eventually, but as of now, we still focus on production and because we don't feel like we even scrape the surface. We not nowhere near where we want to be. That's why, yeah, we don't.
That would be the pinnacle of most people's success, right? Like that's just like we
Right.
made it, we here, like and for you guys to even still have that attitude, like nah, we ain't there yet. Like what is it? When are you there? Like when
When you get the
would
number
you-
ones on the Billboard and you're getting these Grammys and
then
you
you
get
gonna
these.
want more. You want
Yeah.
something else. You get 5 Grammys, give us 10.
It's a blessing to get
Yeah.
paid off of music, you know, royalties and stuff that we've done over the years, but it ain't enough. And it ain't even the money thing, it's not enough. We want more, we want bigger songs. We want to be in history. Like, we want to go down and having number ones. We blessed to have a platinum on our belt right now. But we want number ones. We want singles. We want Billboard. We want crossover records. We don't,
Stadium music.
yeah.
So talking about you guys' catalog and all the artists that you guys have worked with, I did see an interview you guys did about working with Boosie and what that meant for you guys.
Oh, yeah. That was our favorite rapper.
Yeah, I know
Boosie and Whitney.
that meant a lot for you guys, and even especially his condition he was in at the time, and for him to be, you know, to come here and be that vulnerable with you guys.
Oh, he fell in love with us when he came, extended his stay.
And we
Still
we
to
know
this
you
day.
love that.
Huh?
We know that you guys love that. We know that that
for sure.
is like an important person that you guys collaborating with. But give me top 3 like people that you've collaborated with that it was just like I'm here. Like we really
One
doing
of them personally was him, just cause if
That's who
you can go
we came
way
up in
back
our
to you go back to
generation.
all our interviews from day one. Anytime they ask, you know, most people
Who's
will
your
say
favorite rapper?
they'll Jay-Z or something, you know, and I love these other artists, but we'll be like Boosie with
Boosie and Whitney.
every time. And then so for us to actually get to work with him, that's why we kind of stuck on that a little bit, because it's not even the fame, it's just the person that we grew up listening. You know, you grew up listening to it. Help make your day, you know what I'm saying? Like
And the fact
sometimes
that he
learn
liked our
from it,
music
and he
is
liked
just-
our music.
yeah,
It's just
like,
like
man.
sometimes, you know, it's not even being like a starstruck thing, it's a respect thing. It's like, you know, man, you a vet. You messing with us right now. We came up listening to you. So that's why Boosie is like, we always gonna have a little for Boosie. Always.
He might call during this interview.
Always.
So Boosie number 1. We
Number
got
2,
That we say
that we have all that we worked with so
that you
far.
have worked with so far that
I'm gonna
just
say
was like,
Slim Thug. I'm gonna say Slim Thug only because coming up in our high school days, before we even met him, that's somebody from here that we looked up to and was listening to. Like, man, we need to work with him one day, and it happened. And actually, that's pretty much who he's a big key in our career.
That's big, bro.
We traveled with him for years, and without those experiences and traveling with him for years, we probably wouldn't have been where we are right now.
Yeah.
This fast or whatever. But big shout out to Slim. Slim Thug is definitely
I'ma definitely say Latoya also, just because we never did really throughout our whole career.
Not too much R&B.
We never did too much of R&B, and it's not just saying it because she's my sister. It's just the fact that, I mean, yeah, she mentored us a lot also, but just we never really did music, and the fact that we were on her latest album, we were on that first album, like you said,
every
with the
album
platinum
she's put out,
plaque.
right?
Yeah, we've been somehow a part of it. So I'ma say that just cause it's so unexpected. Rest in peace, before my granny passed, on her last album, she actually came to the studio. My mom wheeled in a wheelchair and got to sit in on a session before she passed. That's like, you know, you'll never get that back. You know what I'm saying? You'll never get that back. So it's just something that, you know, my mom personally always wanted to see us work together and us to sit down, you know, with Toya and work, and we got a chance to do that. So, I mean, that's definitely one. I'll say that I'm glad we got a chance to, you know what I'm saying, get done. It was a milestone because you would hear about it. Oh, wow, you work with your sister, you work with your sister. And like you say, oh, dude, we weren't walking around the house singing and playing the piano. So the fact that we got to, you know, live that out, I mean,
I'm gonna also say on top of her, one more. You said, I know you said 3, but I'm gonna say PLIES. Because
PLIES,
when we started to work with him, that kind of broadened our fan base. And we started getting more outside work, outside of Texas. And that kind of, it was a big turning point in our career too. So we got like 3 records up with him early on, and a video that was like a street singer, and that kind of broadened our fan base outside of Texas.
Well, I noticed y'all did some work with Mozzie. How was that working with Mozzie?
We didn't actually
Trap
work
Boy
with
Freddy.
him, but shout out Trap Boy
Trap Boy
Freddy, our
Freddy.
homeboy from Dallas.
Yeah.
That he put that play together. But we worked with Trap Boy and Yellow Beezy out of Dallas, and that record, he just felt like, man, I'm gonna put Mozzie on. Mozzie didn't want to do a record with me. I feel like this is the one he should be on, so he shot it over to Mozzie and sent it right back.
Mozzie killed it.
We haven't personally worked with Mozzie, but we want to in the future. Shout out Mozzie.
Yeah.
He on the ground with it. Yeah.
And being that y'all got a real versatile sound, man, I personally think that, you know, y'all got a sound that Cali people would like, man.
Right.
Is there anybody particularly out the Bay Area, man, that y'all would want to work with or that y'all have worked with?
You said out the Bay Area.
Out the Bay.
What's the new guys out there?
What are they? RBE, SOB? Those I don't even know where they from, but they hard. Some of the young cats. But SOB, I want to say their name.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But they hot cats. They viral rise on the internet. And we picked up on them. We've been following them ever since. And the type of beats that they rap on sounds like us. I mean, Houston music, and not to consider us just Houston producers, but a lot of people would relate our music to being Houston music because we do a lot of melodies and grooves and outside of just trap beats. But a lot of Houston sound has come from the West Coast. So that's why our sound would match with an artist from the West Coast. I feel. Because listening to what's out now coming from the West Coast, it's like, oh, that's us. We can do that all day. But who have we worked with from the West Coast?
Jay
Valentine.
Bay Area.
Soulja Boy, but that's not considered West Coast. He's just
You got Jay Stalin out that way.
YG, I would love to work with YG. We would love to work with YG.
Oh, I love to work with Dr. Dre. He's still on the West Coast.
Man, Houston on fire right now, man. As far as a lot of young rappers and upcoming artists, man. Is there anybody that y'all listening to right now that?
Alamo, Bloodbath, Jamie.
Out of Houston,
Jamie.
Bravo
on my dick right now. No, I kid you right now. We can go hitty jet right now. It's Bravo.
Young Ruler. Outside of, you know, the knowns, you got we just did something with Dice Soho and Snoop through it. South Walker just dropped the
we not necessarily calling them.
No, the South Walker, I'm sorry.
We pretty much a vet now, but yeah, South's our brother.
Yeah. He liable to pop up right in the second, just cause. But now, shout out to all the new up and coming out. It's a lot. I hope it's kind of hard to name drop because you don't want to leave nobody out. But we cool with everybody here, and I think everybody can say the same. It's like Fast Lane, holding Afghanistan.
Fast Lane, MD Bando. They killing EXO. We got a lot of stuff with EXO too. We need to work more. You know, he's moving around a lot. But it's like our brother too in the production game and the artist game. So it's a lot of new talent out here.
As far as the beat battle, notice y'all also connected with the producer, 7 out of LA, man. Do you feel like, as far as the beat battle, you know, we seen that y'all getting opportunities and you know, a little bit more acknowledgement from it though. Do you think that the other producers out of Houston took advantage of that opportunity?
did they take advantage of the opportunity? Everybody didn't participate like I thought they were.
Yeah.
I would love to see everybody had participate like how we did. We kept going, and it just seemed like it was just us and 7 at the end of the day that was just going back and forth. So,
There's a few other
but
producers.
yeah, but we wanted to see everybody
So B King
to
doing that
get
thing.
in it. Sound Mob, everybody. But
We were doing it for the greatest, just to expose
yeah, it was
the
just
music
for fun.
here, expose the talent here. So much talent here, so much talent. It's producers that was
It's producers
adding
out here
that I
right
didn't
now
even know
that got-
about, and I was
they
listening
don't
to their
even-
beats like.
There's producers out here right now. They got you got Sound Mob, and they got Liddy again, which is Meek
Man, you
Mill.
got DJ
You
Jones, you
got
got
Chose,
James. We on the charts right now. Houston is killing right now. Houston is killing right now. So yeah, it ain't Houston not gonna stop. Houston music gonna stop. I'm glad that we are part of even keeping the music going. You know what I'm saying? Just non-stop. We not gonna stop. We know they not gonna stop. So it's gonna be a certain point in time where. I mean, I don't like to say that when it comes back around. Like, it sounds so corny to me. Just, they pay attention to us anyway.
Yeah.
They pay attention to us anyway. They've always paid attention to us. But due to Instagram, due to social media, man, music ain't even territorial anymore. You know, they saying they stealing our stuff. It's not really. It's everybody's music now. But they know where it came from. They know where it came from, where it originated from. Screw say the world gonna be screwed up. What you think it is right now? I don't know how much more they wanted to get it screwed, but everybody doing us. But it's everybody's culture now. We have some of their culture now. Just due to social media. You go to high school right now, ain't no kids dressing. You get back in the game, you could be like, oh, he from LA, or he from New York, that's Appaloosas right there. It's not that no more, because you wake up every day, everybody's clothes, everybody's style is the same, and music is universal now. Everybody's the same, so we all just trying to be in the number. get to the charts. That's what we try to get to the chart.
And y'all give any credit to any Houston DJs out here that broke any of y'all records, or help spin y'all, or help support y'all movement?
So get a shot.
all of them really. You can't just name
All
one.
of them. All of them.
Yeah, all the DJs, whoever had played the
All of them. Whoever's played our records, we're gonna say all of y'all, because you show them won't leave no DJ out.
Man, can you speak on that for a second though? Because there's a lot of these new artists and young artists though that don't really necessarily respect the DJ or really understand the influential, how important the role is of a DJ in breaking records or
They
getting
control the
heard.
sound.
That too, but I understand the young generation too. To count on what you said, they just use the internet. A lot of them are not even shooting for club records or radio records. They just shooting for internet buzz and get some hype to get some shows and keep it moving like that. So a lot of young guys are winning like that. Like you can name a lot of them right now that ain't on the radio right now, but they
They'll
popular.
pack warehouse.
NBA young boy ain't on the radio. He might be on the radio now, but he's internet. He don't need a DJ. He probably don't even have a DJ. He got one now that he's doing shows and stuff. But for the most part, ain't no DJ breaking his record. It's the internet. That's my opinion. And I understand the young generation on not really caring to dive into.
That's the whole music
DJ.
game now, though. You don't really need nobody. Ain't no excuses now. Ain't no, oh, well, I'm not, and I ain't have a, well, we didn't have a, well, he ain't wanna. It's the music game. You got the same platforms, Future. You got the same platforms, all these popping artists on the charts, because you got the internet. Take advantage of it. You gonna always respect the DJs though, strip club DJs, radio DJs,
for sure.
because there is a whole still world of people who still aren't in their radio. It's still, a lot of times it's older, but like you say, the younger kids don't need that. But some records that everybody needs to listen to, yeah, you still need the radio. You still.
I think like nowadays the DJs are breaking records that they are getting familiar with from the internet.
Yeah.
I don't think people are walking up to them like, hey, you play my song. I mean, you probably still got those, but for the most part, the music they probably playing in the club is probably music that's popping on the internet. Or artists that are popping on the internet. I haven't been to a club in a while, so I can't comment. I can't tell you the last time I listened to the radio. 93.7, I listen to them a lot when I do listen to the radio. I feel like 97.9, they play the top hits, not a lot of local stuff.
Right, do a lot of commercials.
93.7 play a lot of just mixed
Yeah.
stuff to me, and I like listening to a lot of mixed stuff instead of just the top 20 Billboard songs or whatever, however it goes. So I'm like that it's both. in the city now. It's balanced.
Just to touch back on the business side real quick, y'all were saying that y'all wish y'all would have paid more attention to the business side of it when y'all first got into it. If it's anything or any advice that you can give you know, up and coming producers as far as business, what would be one of the main focal points that you would, you know, tell them they need to
Read a book on it.
Read a book or get with somebody that you know that's in your corner that can read and decipher these contracts that you're getting, as far as if you're getting any from the production deals and stuff that you signing or whatever.
Know what you're doing. Know how to make money.
Know
off
how
your
to,
craft.
you know, where your money is coming from, whether, you know, because producers, we're entitled to streams just like artists. We're entitled to all that outside of just royalties.
Right.
So my advice is for, be on top of that.
Educate.
Educate yourself on it.
Get educated
It's
and
more
find
than
a way
one way to make money from
just selling beats.
Just selling beats or just royalties, because these streams and with this whole new thing that's going on right now, it's a bunch of different ways.
Yeah, sure, y'all. Get educated. Know your music. Know your business.
But as far as, like you say, selling your beats and stuff like that, these young producers that are out here making these beats, like, they want to know what's their first step. How do they sell a beat? What do they do? Do they get on the?
You gotta get a name first. You gotta do whatever it is you need to do to get exposed. Whether it's giving out free beats or doing something to get
artists and making them hot to get your name up. Either way, you got to get your name up, because with that, a lot of people do just because you're talent. Oh, I'm good. Give me $1 million for this beat. Nah, you know they gonna rock with you. We ain't heard of you. They want to go for the names sometimes. You need that too. So, get out there, get hot. Get hot.
How you get hot is just working, just even if you got to start locally. But you got the internet nowadays too, so you got your variety. You got your reaches unlimited. You can reach anybody and send them a message and say, hey, you got people's emails on the internet where you can send them beats or whatever the case may be. Yeah, just getting your name on to get songs out with people, because that's when your prices and stuff start going up. Once you start landing songs and people see your work and hear your work, now they more acceptable of paying you now for your work, as opposed to, I ain't heard anything do.
Got a little credibility behind you.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely be on top of the business, though. We've missed out on some money before, not knowing what this was, and we just signed it because it was a check right there. Definitely.
I think every producer has been through that. I think every producer.
But it was early on, and I'm glad we got a chance to figure that out and not make that mistake again. But yeah, we definitely, starting up, we definitely missed out on some opportunities just by taking that up from them.
That's done at the top.
You want to cut real quick?
Oh yeah, you gotta like it. So we ain't gotta like it real quick.
Man, as far as want to know how y'all feel as far as what's going on in the world right now, and you know, just what's going on with Trump and the expectations of the president right now.
Man, I would say the best thing is to do is pray. Pray and pray. That's it. That's it. Nah, I'm saying, for real. Man, things gonna be how they be. You know, if you're doing something about it, do something about it. If you're not, shut up and go get your money. You know what I mean? That's really what it is. We get on the internet, say everything. Oh, we should be doing this. Why we ain't doing this? Well, I think if one more person talk to their phone about to, and ain't doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so basically what I'm saying with that is, man, pray. You know what I'm saying? You believe in God, you have faith in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in the future. You know what I mean? Believe things gonna work themselves out. Go until then, wake up every day and keep doing your thing. Don't worry about what else is going on. Be prepared, but how you gonna be prepared for something? Yeah, ain't too much to it.
Wrap it up. Y'all got any new projects coming up that y'all want to let the people know?
Right now we're working on a third project getting ready to drop. We actually
behind
putting the finishing touches up. The finishing touches on that right now. Boot Pot getting ready to drop with Boosie's album. Who else we got on there? We got Bloodbath. We got a bunch of projects coming out. It's kind of hard to freestyle. But those two are the main ones that are coming out soon.
Toy Look Project just passed. Make sure you still go get that. You got it.
Trap Work is dropped. Trap Work Friday out of Dallas. CME. propane getting ready to drop.
I'm just trying to blow your
Yeah, man,
mind, show you how I shine, take you out of town, show you shit you never seen, kick it with a king, you might lay your dream, pull up in the red, see you stars now, you know they gon' hate, niggas is broads now, looking the same, I wanna buy cars now, cause I know that I'm safe, to do what I want now, yeah. Boy, I lane blowing green. Yeah, it's time to get faded. She so fine in them jeans. I wanna see you naked. I can't let her make it. You the one I need. Drink and drove, I'm wasted. Let's fucking fall asleep.
Just roll up the green, baby. I'm trying to get faded, then get you out in jeans, baby. Girl, you and me, super clean. Let's fuck up the scene, baby. Girl, you and me, super clean. Let's fuck up the scene, baby. Pour in the lane, pour in the lane. I'm trying to smoke some with you, baby. Ay, pour in the lane. Just roll up the green, baby. I'm trying to get faded, then get you out in jeans, baby.